Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, in this video, we are going to discuss the scalar function and arithmetic in MySQL. And this video is recorded for the purpose of ICT200 course in UITM. Objective for this lesson is to show you the arithmetic operation in select and where. How are we going to use the arithmetic expression or the arithmetic query in select and also where clauses. Okay, second is to use the basic scalar function such as callis, decimal, and so also substring. Okay, and then number 3 is to use date and time scalar function, and lastly we are going to discuss the concat operator. Okay, so let's move to the first lesson. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to discuss how to use the calculation. Okay, how to use the calculation in select. Alright, how to use the calculation in select. Okay, so this is the example of the question given, okay, or the situation that you have to use. Okay, so the situation is display customer number, order number, product code, and calculate the total price for each order for customer 363. Okay, so there are several data that is needed. So the first data is the customer number, and then second is order number, third is product code, and lastly calculate the total price for each order for the customer 363. Alright, so here we can see that customer number, okay, is in order. Okay, order number also we can get it in order table lah. What I mean is order table. Okay, and then product code is only stored in order details. Okay, this one is order details. Okay, and then total price also we can get it in order details, but if you see in the order detail table, there is no total price. There is only the price each and also the quantity ordered. So how are we going to get the total price? We have to multiply. Okay, we have to multiply the price each with the quantity ordered. Alright, so that is why in this example, okay, we use select orders dot customer number, meaning that we are going to read the customer number from table order, and then orders dot order number, also we are going to read the order number from the table orders, and then order details dot product code, okay, product code from the order details table, and then lastly we read or we give the query order details dot price each times, okay, darab the order details dot quantity ordered. Alright, so this the red font here, meaning that we use the calculation, okay, the arithmetic calculation in select clause. Okay, so from orders and order details, where orders dot order number equal to order details dot order number. Okay, so what is this? What is the first where? Okay, it is not a condition, but it is a join predicate. Okay, so if you forget about join predicate, please go and revisit our previous lesson. Okay, so this is the join predicate, and this is the condition where customer number equal to 363, meaning that we just want to display all the data for the customer number 363. Okay, so this is the example of the output that you will get. Okay, so you can use arithmetic operation in select clause. Okay, so that's why you don't have to keep your total number, okay, in the database. Okay, we can calculate. Okay, same goes to age. Okay, the age for something in database, we just calculate the age. Okay, based on the date of birth and also the current date. Okay, so let's move to the second slide, that is to name the result column. The result column. Okay, this query is also same as this one. Okay, but the only difference is we give a new name, okay, total price, to the order details in this output. Okay, so the name of the output is order details, price each times order details, quantity ordered. But we want to rename, we just use S. Okay, I think I have shown you before how to use S. Okay, how to replace. So this is only the revisit version of renaming the result column. Okay, next is substitution of null value. Okay, substitute a null value is very important. Okay, because sometimes because of the null, we can get the error, a logic error. Okay, we cannot, the MySQL cannot calculate certain value because of the null value. Alright, so how are we going to substitute or replace the null value? Okay, it is by using coalesce function. Okay, this is the function. So we use the coalesce function to substitute or to replace the null value to the other value. Okay, for example, in table state, okay, you can take a look at your table state, okay, in your sample database. So in state, okay, there are so many states that are written as null. Okay, so we want to replace that null word with unknown word. Okay, so how are we going to do it? Okay, we just use the function coalesce. Okay, so when it is a function, normally it comes with the bracket. Alright, that is the parameter. Okay, so this is the function. So the first parameter is the name of the column that you want to read. Okay, the name of column that you want to read. And if there is any null value in this column, then the null value will be replaced by the second parameter. Okay, so unknown ni, it is not necessarily you use the word unknown. Okay, you are free to use any word. Alright, it's up to you. Okay, so you just use the word unknown or any word that you want to use. Okay, that is appropriate to your business rule lah. Alright, so this is the apa nama ni, the column that you want to read, and this is the word that you want to replace if there is any null value in the column. Alright, and then the second query here is only you just want to replace the coalesce function as state. Okay, meaning that you just want to rename the coalesce state unknown. Okay, for example, in this output, okay, this is the output, coalesce state unknown. But if you use S, okay, the output is state lah. Okay, according to the S query here. So if it is written as state, then it will written state here. Okay, for example, if we use Malay language lah, okay, coalesce state unknown as negeri, for example, so it will be written here as negeri lah. Okay, so arithmetic with null value. So what happen if the null value is working with arithmetic? So the same thing that you have to do. Okay, you just have to replace, you just have to use the function coalesce, and then for the first parameter, you just have to write which column that you want to read or you want to access, and then the second parameter, okay, you just put comma and then second parameter. So the second parameter is the value that you want to replace. Alright, so the value that you want to replace. Okay, so here, coalesce quantity ordered 0 times price each. Okay, so why we really need coalesce, or why we need to replace the null value? Okay, in this situation, if there is null value in quantity ordered, null is a word, meaning that it is a string. Okay, then price each is the integer. So how come string can be multiplied with integer? Okay, certainly this is an error. Okay, so we want to we want to avoid the error. Okay, we want to avoid the error, and then we use the coalesce. Okay, if people ask, why do we need to replace the null value? Okay, just leave it as null lah. Okay, maybe somebody will ask you that, then you have to explain to them that it is very important to replace the null value with any number or any value, because you don't want to encounter with the logic error. Okay, next. Okay, we calculate values with logic operators. Okay, calculated value with logic operators. Okay, so we just use the logic operator lah. Basically, we normally use the in where clause. Okay, so for example, quantity ordered times price each. Okay, quantity ordered times price each. Okay, which is in this query, the MySQL only will display that the price or the total price is more than 5,000. Okay, more than 5,000. Because of what? Because of we give the query, okay, that we need to display only the total price that is more than 5,000. Okay, so this is the logic operator in calculation. Okay, next, how are we going to manipulate the decimal value in not DB2? Okay, I just forget to rename, okay, or to edit this slide. It is not DB2 but in MySQL lah. Okay, kita dah belajar MySQL right now, so not DB2 anymore. So how are we going to manipulate the decimal value in MySQL? Okay, so function that we are going to use is format function. Okay, nama function tu adalah format. Okay, format function where the first parameter is the column that we want to read. Okay, for this example, the column that involved here is the quantity ordered times price each. So the column involved is quantity ordered and price each. Okay, so quantity ordered times price each, and then the second parameter is how many decimal places that you want to display. Okay, so for this example, I use 4. So please take a look at the output here. Okay, so the output, okay, they have 4 decimal numbers. Okay, they have 4 decimal numbers. Okay, so this is the way. Okay, by using format, and then you just in the first parameter after the opening bracket. Okay, in the first parameter, you just give the name of the column that you want to query, okay, that you want to manipulate. Okay, make sure the column is in integer. Okay, and then the second parameter is how many decimal places that you want to display. Okay, kalau 4 lah. Okay, for this example, I want to use 2. Then, benda sama je. Okay, the same thing. Okay, the same thing as the above. Cuma the difference is, okay, here I use 4 and here I use 2. So please take a look at the output. Okay, here there are 4 decimal places. Okay, and the below one, there is only 2 decimal places. Why? Because we have mentioned, we give the instruction to MySQL that we only want 2 decimal places only. Okay. Next, okay, we discuss about date and time. Okay, in this slide, I provided you one link. Okay, please go and click to the link and please read and do your own research on date and time function. Okay, in MySQL. This is very important. Okay, just go, okay, just click here and then go and find and learn for other function. Okay, The example for date and time function is current date. Okay, the first function that I want to show you is the current date. So current date function is used to find or to display the current date of the computer lah. Okay, and then the second function is timestamp diff. Okay, the second function is timestamp diff. Okay, so every function must have their own parameter. So the first parameter is what format do you want to use. Okay, whether year, month, or day. Okay, if you want to use day, then just type day here. Okay, and then the second parameter is what column that you want to find the difference of the time. Okay, so in this example, I use payment date. And then the current date is the place that you want to find the different date lah. Okay, ataupun nak cari tahun tu, okay, nak kena bandingkan ataupun nak kena tolakkan dengan tahun mana. Okay, so this one, okay, the right most data will have to minus with the middle data. Macam itulah. Okay, current date akan tolakkan dengan payment date, then you will get the age of payment lah. Okay, so please don't forget to click on this and then cari lagi maklumat yang lain berkenaan dengan masa. Okay, lagi kita ada juga the condition. Okay, so for example, nak tahu which payment that is made more than 13 years ago. Okay, which payment that is made more than 13 years ago. So kita just tambah saja more than 13. Okay, where timestamp diff, year, payment date and current date more than 30. Okay, timestamp diff ni adalah satu function dah. Maksudnya kat sini kita boleh je guna function ni together with the boolean expression. Okay, kita boleh banding-bandingkan dia lah. Okay, so these are other mathematical functions that you need to know. Okay, yang ni hanyalah contoh-contohnya ni. Okay, contoh yang yang kita boleh screenshot lah. Okay, to go further, please go and click on the link here. Okay, so if you go and click and then you thoroughly learn about this, then insyaAllah lah, you will have the understanding, okay, a better understanding of database. Okay, next, the last one is concatenation. Okay, what is the purpose of concatenation? It is used to combine. Okay, combine data. Okay, concatenation is used to combine data. For example, select concat is the function. Last name is the first attribute or the first column that you want to concat or you want to combine, and then followed by the second element, and this is the third element. Okay, so please take a look at the second element in the concatenation. Okay, so this is written as like this. Okay, single quote and then comma and then space, okay, blank space and then single quote. Okay, so basically this is only how are we going to write the name lah. Okay, Murphy, comma, space Diane, Patterson, comma, space Marks. Okay, so kita tulis benda ni just untuk dapatkan comma dan juga space tu. Okay, so please don't be confused. Alright, so basically there are three parameters here. Okay, so first name is the first parameter, and then the string here, the comma string here, and then the last one is the last name. The first name of the person. Okay, so once again I give you the link, so please go and click on the link. Okay, so I think that is all for this video. Okay, if you have any question on this lesson, please do ask in the Telegram group. Okay, so until we meet again in other video. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye.